Everyone, in this video I want to share with you something I'm really excited about. It's really exciting for me, this topic, which is I read before and I analyzed it many times, is why, especially I'll talk about dentistry, but it happens in every business, why usually A students, so students who are getting the perfect marks at university, don't make it very well or struggle to run a business. And you always end up with, they say, like C students or D students are usually running the business where A students are working for. So A students end up working for C and D students. And if you look at most corporate practices or large practice owners or successful practice owners, most of them not like being A students at university. I want to analyze with you and explain to you why this is important to know, especially if you are an A student and you want to run a business, why you need, what you should be careful and cautious of, and how can this affect you in the practical life when you graduate from university as well. It's no guarantee if you're an A student that you will succeed in your business and even in your private practice, for example, or in your life in general. So I want to share with you my thoughts, and please bear with me. But first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I run my own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay in Queensland. And I took it from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to close to 40 staff members over the course of 15 years, and you can check my details below. So first, myself, I would humbly say I was an A-type student, where high marks. I was the 5th of my class at uni, so they ranked from, we had like 400 students, they ranked from 1 to 400. I was number 5. In my high school, I had the highest marks as well. So I'm the type of student who studies and pass and gets the high grades, and I would classify myself as an A student. And I have dealt with A students and C students and D students and different types of students as well. But why A students struggle when they open a business and run a business, or they don't end up opening or running a business, which is okay as well, or they end up not succeeding in private practice sometimes as well, also they got the skills and the knowledge. 2 reasons I want to share with you. Number 1, at university, when you're learning at university and even school, you are rewarded if you do the least amount of mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the more you get punished. You are punished for doing or making mistakes. So as a student, you are studying very hard to avoid making mistakes. That's how you're trained. Now, take the same mindset to business, you fail. The reason that in business or even private practice, the more mistakes you make, the more you learn and the more you succeed. Let me say it again. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn from these mistakes and you refine and you up your game, and the more you succeed and excel in business and in private practice in general. The more mistakes you're trying to avoid to make, so you want to make less mistakes, the less you will learn, the more cautious you become, less risks you take, and the more you fail in business and your business starts to go downhill. So it's a very different mindset running a business compared to studying and excelling at university. So these students are used, they're not scared by doing mistakes. They don't have the ego of making mistakes. So when they jump to business, they try different things, they make errors, they make mistakes, they fail, they go again, they fail. A students, they go to business, they struggle. They make a mistake, they're embarrassed, their ego start to go, ego is affected and damaged. Then they want to avoid make more mistakes, then they become more cautious and they don't learn and they don't excel. So that's number 1, is being punished for mistakes mentality. You have to avoid, you have to change how you, whatever made you succeed in university, you have to change that, you have to acquire new skills. So you have to unlearn, that's what I did. I had to unlearn a lot of concepts over the years to relearn and mirror those who are succeeding in business. So that's the first observation, is being punished for mistakes. The second one, any education at university or school focus on one thing, which is the mind, the intelligence, the brain, giving you knowledge. The more you acquire knowledge, the more you work on your brain and acquire more information, the more you succeed and you get the highest mark. But we know now, to succeed in life and in business, and I'm going to use private practice as an example, you need 4 elements. You have to work in your mind, your intelligence or your knowledge, of course. You have to work on your emotions. You have to have emotion well-being. It's very important. You have to work on your spirituality as well, your spirit. How do you feel from the inside? What's your spirit like? And number 4, you have to work on your body physically. And those 3 are ignored at university. They only focus on the mind and the intelligence, but they ignore the body. I don't recall at university there was any lectures talking about our posture even. I mean, we've been trained on 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock position, where you position yourself. No one has ever spent enough time to talk about our neck, our loops, how to wear loops, how to stand up, how to do exercise for your core, for your back, how to work, what kind of exercise you need to know to keep you physically fit. So when you perform dentistry for many years, you don't lose your neck or your shoulder, or you have one shoulder higher than the other, or get tired very easily. No one at uni taught us how to work on our emotions when we are under stress seeing a patient, when patient is harassing us, when we have difficult extraction, our heart is racing like crazy, when we have to work in a private practice and face the pressure of providing and billing and having enough income as well. Spirit, of course, completely ignored everywhere. So when you go to business and private practice and only use the mind or the knowledge skills that you've been trained at uni and ignore the physical body, your spirituality, and your emotional well-being, you will fail. So those are the 2 reasons why A students can fail in business and struggle in business, and what can they do to avoid that is, again, number 1, they have to unlearn and understand that avoiding mistakes is not going to make it in real life situations. Now you have to welcome mistakes. You have to really humble your ego. You have to be willing to take risks and make mistakes and learn from them and refine your game and keep going at it again until you perfect, or hopefully get close to perfection. And also you have to work on your body, you have to work on your emotion well-being, you have to work on your spirituality. I have too many videos on my channel you can check on, what skills you need to acquire after you graduate, how the skills you use to excel in university is not going to make it in your private practice world, and you have to start acquiring new skills as well, and how you have to unlearn things before you relearn. So check my other videos, hopefully it will also help you with that topic. If you find my information helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me.